after the first lap, you kind of figure out what's the faster line and what's not, and what works and what doesn't work. But I mean, in a situation, if you're battling with someone, in reality, you know, if it's a one-line track, you're going to want to try anything possible to see what works and what doesn't, because they could have a little bobble even in the main line, and it may be fast. The main line may be faster, but if you go around in a different line, it could benefit you because they could mess up and you could just go around. But I mean, in the sense of lappers, it's kind of like I'm going to give them a little rev and hope they hear me and kind of just move out of the main line, because I'm not going to, for the most part, I'm not going to try to change my line to go past the lapper, because it could, you know, bite me in the butt if it doesn't work out. But obviously when you're battling with someone, you got to be willing to take risks, because it could benefit you, but it could not. But you never know until you try.
Yeah, I've definitely been gaining a lot more comfort on the bike with each race, and pretty much each week of training. Mostly we've been working on getting the suspension and the chassis set up first. So we've made a lot of big strides in that area, and I'm finally feeling really comfortable on the bike. We're starting to get the tuning of the motor developed a little bit better to where I can accelerate without getting out of control. So yeah, it's been a process in getting the bike set up and, you know, really getting myself set up for riding a two-stroke. But I think we're making strides in the right direction, and I'm really excited to keep moving forward with it. Yeah, Jacksonville was fun, but it needed to be muddier and a lot rockier. So yeah.
I'm Tara Geiger, washed up pro racer, come out to enjoy riding some laps with some friends.
What influenced the decision to come out?
I live down the road an hour, and I don't know, I missed this race last year because I was thinking it was going to be muddy and super rocky, so I went and raced a Honda Elsinore 125 somewhere else instead, and didn't have that opportunity this year, so I figured I'd come out and have a fun trail ride, competitive trail ride with some riding buddies I don't get to see very often.
Brutal out there when you're, you know, following in the dust. You're trying to obviously push the limit, trying to catch up, but kind of bit me in the butt a little bit. Took a little ragdoll moment, had to collect myself, was a little all over the place, but
probably the whole shot, and then being able to hold on to that for a lap. Usually when I get the whole shot, I wreck like after 2 corners. So I was pretty stoked to get the whole shot and then actually be able to take it for a while.
Luckily in the race I've been doing, I've been getting good starts and staying at the front, but today I had to race from the back, and it was pretty dusty at the beginning of the race with all the bikes, and once I cleared the dust, there was a big gap from me to Ava and Rachel, and I was never really able to close it down. Luckily I didn't get to have to ride in the dust because of that, but at the same time it would have been nice to be racing those girls up front.
And I came around came over the top of the hill, and Rachel was on the ground, so I was like, oh, this is probably my only opportunity to go by.
Yeah, this round is definitely nasty. It's loose and rocky, and it's brutal, so you got to be on your toes out here. Last year we got absolutely spoiled. It looked like it was going to be a mudder, but somehow by the time our race came around, it was just epic dirt. We had ruts around the whole track, but Yeah, I think we're gonna have a little different kind of ruts this year, a little silt rut, and but all in all, it's a cool layout. I got to do a lap this morning and then this afternoon, and yeah, it should be fun. Cool terrain, but yeah, the rocks are brutal, so conquer the rocks and we should be good.
What is your most favorite thing your mechanic or teammates have ever written on your pit board? What types of things do you prefer to be written when you're racing?
Definitely something to keep me pushing, you know. Like at the last race, Ryan put "find a way," and you see something like that, and it's you're at the 2.5 hour mark and the tank's empty, but you see "find a way" up there, and he's screaming, he's pumped, you know, and you're just like, it gives you a little bit more to fight for. So definitely stuff like that, anything to keep you motivated, or like a minus something that also lights a fire under you to see, like, you think you're ripping and then it's minus 15 and then minus 20. It's like, what's going on? So just anything like that, motivational. And then if I'm slacking, definitely like to be told.
Last race was fun. Now we are here, so different race. We are everybody the same line tomorrow, and then try to be up front at the end. For sure, the dust is gonna play a lot tomorrow, and so try to execute the start and try to be smooth in the rocks. So, and let's see, because 3 hours is long, everything can happen.
I haven't made any changes to the bike lately. Next week we're going to do some testing to get ready for the second half of the season and try to really dial it in to step up another level. I think it's a pretty level playing field with the dust and the rocks, so it's going to be pretty interesting just to see who can get the good start and get out front first.
Can you share any insights on what you've changed mechanically or physically since round one?
No, I just, suspension work. It's always nice to just keep messing around with your suspension. Kind of went to a stiffer setup. I think I had a little too soft, kind of was blowing through the stroke. Got the stiffer stuff on, riding a little more, little moto at the house, pushing the last couple days, and overall feeling really good. And the Sherco, it's been great. The bike's worked awesome since I've got it. It's just little things I like to do to the bike to make it a little more comfortable for me. But no, I'm super dialed in on it. So,
Scale of 1 to 10, how's your comfort here in Prineville and why?
I'd say a 10. It's kind of like home. It's same trees basically. It's a little greener, but other than that, it's rocky at my house, sandy. That's what we got here. So I'd say a 10. Yeah, I'd say making passes in Jacksonville, especially like it was tighter and muddy. So just being patient and taking your time and not trying to rush anything and not making any dumb mistakes trying to pass lappers or anything like that. Just taking time and making the smart decisions to make the pass.
How would you say that the competition has evolved over time? And do you feel like you have what it takes to win the championship this year, or is this a growth year for you?
I always want to win, but I'd say it's a learning year. It's a lot different than the amateur ranks. You coming up, it's definitely I'd say the hare scrambles were always competitive, but now it's getting there. It's getting really competitive. Nasty track. It was brutal out there. I'm sure everybody knows how nasty it was, but loose, rocky. I think I say this in every interview, loose and rocky. So.
Great race with Dante. I think we pushed the limit pretty high today.
Wasn't feeling super comfortable in the beginning. I'm still a little scared in the beginning on just how my knee's gonna feel through the day and whatnot. So it takes me a couple laps to get going and just feel comfortable, but
bike absolutely ate the rocks, so that was sick. The boys set me up with a great machine. So one thing it is like I no excuses anymore because the bike's so damn good.
a little tough to stay close, but for the most part it was doable. It was raceable today. A little challenging with the rocks and the dust. Definitely kept you on your toes, but the front two guys were moving. I didn't quite have that pace today, but overall pretty happy considering where I'm at right now. So.
Dust, rock, hard pack. You were impressively fast though when you were in the lead. I never felt like I was going fast. We were pretty much swapping back and forth, and then I took a line that was kind of, I didn't mean to take it. It was wrong. It went pretty far up the course, and I looked back, he didn't take it, so I gave him the inside on the next turn, and then he just took off. You know, close your mouth, don't breathe it in, and pray.
I got stuck behind Tyler for a while, and I was able to get by him. He kind of just let me by because he was having a little bit of issues, and just put my head down, catch Jaden, and I was just like, well, I'm gonna have to risk it. I'm not going another week with him on the top step, so worked through that and was able to get by him, and then pitted and had to work by him again. So I'm happy with my speed. Overall, just pumped with how everything's going. Riding a bunch of different terrain, over there East Coast, riding back over here in the West Coast, rocky, all this stuff, and feeling good everywhere. So I can't complain.